Hello and welcome to 50 Years of Chess. I'm Robert Radford. I want to bring to you today a game that I played against a man named Juan Mascuana from Cabot Chess Club. I was playing for Horfield at the time, and this was played on the 13th of November 2019. I was white, and I opened with e4. My opponent played c5, so he's going into a Sicilian center open game, and I played f3 early instead of knight c3 because I'm planning on playing c4 in this one. He played a6 and I played c4, so I've gone for a Maroczy bind type thing against his Najdorf. There you go. As it's developing, we can see that he's now got a double attack against my c-pawn, which I put a stop to straight away with knight into d5, which is the normal plan. He took, I retook with the c-pawn, and now there's no weak pawn on c4. Knight d7 from b8, bishop e3, rook c8. So he's hitting my knight, threatening to win it unless I move it. So I played it to a3. This is important because my plan is to go a3 to c4 and to get, if it gets attacked, to a5 and then c6. Believe it or not, it is a possibility. So let's see how we went from here. He went bishop e7. I didn't play rook c1 yet. I want to get castled first. Bishop e2, castles, queen back to b8. Now there we go. Knight to c4. He lashes out with the b pawn and immediately is weakening his c6 square. So I'm heading for it, just as I said I would hope to do. So I had a plan right early in the game. He's gone back with his bishop to attack my knight, and then it goes to c6, queen b7, and now I play the rook to support the knight. Knight back to b8, and I don't want to swap off on this square because he stands to win a pawn. So knight takes on e8, get that pesky bishop out of the way. He retakes with his rook on f7, 8. Then I move my queen out to connect my roots, and we have a swap off here of his doing. So now I come out, and this is where the game is starting to look good. I've got a +7, 0-7 here at the moment, because Stockfish can see that I can win a pawn here if I play it right. He's gone back with his knight. And if you think about it, you take the queens off, and we're down to two bishops against two knights. And generally, the bishops are better if you play with them in the right way. So let's have a look. a4. Now he wants the queen swap. We get it. And here we go. I tap the knight. That's protecting the b pawn first of all. He moves it to a8. So now I go to attack the other one, which is protecting the other pawn now. And he moves that also. So now I swap. And there you go, I got the pawn. It wasn't rocket science. You only got to just look at pattern on the board to work out quite simply where you put the opponent's pieces on the wrong squares. And here they're both on white squares when they needed to be on b square, both the b squares. So, I've won a pawn. Let's see how it goes. He's now brought his knight out to b6. I'm not interested in swapping at this stage. Both kings are racing across to the queen's side. But I should get there first because of bishop takes knight. He can take with the knight, or he can take with the king. But if he takes with the king, I'll take the knight. So he has to take with the knight. And then I'm there. I'm up there. I've got the advantage now. I've got pass pawn. I've got my king in front of it. And Stockfish is giving me a 3.8 advantage. So this is a 1 endgame, providing I don't make any mistakes. There we go. Bishop back hitting the pawn. He defends. And now I move my king up. He tries to obstruct by going to g7. Move my pawn up. Now that's a mistake, because he's probably thinking I can go to g6 to c5. That's c4. No, sorry. He can go from knight to g6 to f4. But if I get my bishop in behind, then it's not good for him. Now he's left the door open, and there I am. I'm in there. He can't touch me either with his king. Just can't. He cannot leave that f2 square, b7 square. Here we go. Checks me, push forward. And there's very little he can do now. He's gone back with a knight. I push the pawn on. What's he going to do? Block it? Shouldn't have done that. Bishop takes pawn, and that's it. Game over. I've got a 14 plus here with Stockfish. I think this was a good demonstration, actually, of how to play bishops against knights in an endgame, 2 versus 2, if played properly. I think probably in most situations, even the very best players in the Bristol League would have probably played it similarly to how I played it. I'd like to think so. So I've won this game, and I think we won the match as well. So that was a good result and a good display, I think, from myself. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that one. Why not? I deserve it. Cheers. See you very soon with another game.